guys, what's going on? My name is Josh-E2. Welcome back to another video here on the channel. Unfortunately, it's not going to be gameplay of any sorts, but we're going to be discussing computers nonetheless. And today, we're going to be discussing case fans. You got it. The things that make your case flow the air, goes through, keeps everything cool. If you don't have a cooled system, then you're going to end up with problems. And today we're going to be talking about my case in particular because I'm looking to upgrade it, obviously, from Newegg.com. And ironically enough, I'm going through there. I'm purchasing a couple of case fans to put in here. And this is a Inwin Dragon Rider, by the way. I'll put a link to it here on Newegg, and I know a lot of you guys can't use Newegg, but it is a good reference tool nonetheless. And I get an email right when I'm going about to check out, and I get a coupon for a bunch of savings on case fans and also a DVD writer that I also needed for a different build that I'm working on as well, which I obviously will be doing a video for that in the future. And please do not mind my dog. I don't know why people think that she's in her cage when she's walking around my room. She likes to make a lot of noise. But regardless, in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how you can tell the difference between your fans that you're getting, and especially for the Inwin Dragon Rider case, I'm going to be showing something pretty cool that you guys can do, and what I'm looking to do here on my case as well. So what happens, I already tore this assembly apart, and I also undid all my cable management for the inside because I have to clean this. I have to do a couple of things before I go ahead and put these new fans in. And the cool thing is, and I have it somewhere stored away at the moment, being right here, you can see, I know it's a bit hard to see, but you can see across like these two rubber grommets right here. You have two cross and then two the opposite way. You have a directional. Actually has what the case comes with, and is a 220 millimeter fan. Now, how can you tell if it's 220 millimeters? You can either take a tape measure and measure it and convert the inches into millimeters from there, or just take a ruler that has millimeters on it. Some rulers have inches, centimeters, things like that. Also, what you're going to notice up here on this case, and I know it's a bit hard to see, I tried the best I can with the lighting, is there's grommets up here in this corner, top left, the top right, middle right, as I pull some dust away, the middle left, the bottom left, and the bottom right. And these are going to be your ability to put in 120 millimeter fans. And that's going to be the main focus for today. So what I'm looking to do is take a couple of 120 millimeter fans, add them here like an L shape. And you're going to ask me, why not add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6? Today is brought to you by the number 6. And here's a simple solution to that. If you actually put down my case, or my side panel rather, I gotta stop calling it my case, and you look in here inside the dirtiness, and this is why you have to clean your machine. You can see right here, here is my Corsair H60. I talked about this in plenty of other videos. I did a video review on the Corsair H60 as well. I'm looking to upgrade this from the H60 to the H100, and what that is, it's a bigger cooler unit. It's actually a more efficient cooling unit, and up here on the top, I don't know if you guys can see this very well, there's two other fans that allow you to pull heat from the top of the case right out the top, and there are two fans. Again, they're 120 millimeter fans. And what the Corsair H100 does is the H60 has its cooling unit, its radiator unit, just one unit in the back, whereas the H100 takes that one block and doubles it. And it fits perfectly right here in the top. So what I want to do, two additional 120 millimeter fans for up here, get two of those for the H100, and assemble the H100. We still have a fan back here in the back. So that's going to be a third 120 millimeter fan there as well. And then what happens is, I want to put a bunch on the front of the side panel. But the problem is, and this is why I don't have my stock 220 millimeter fan on here, that would go right here in the center. The tubes from the H60, and the same thing's going to happen with the H100, get in the way of anything that's on the side panel inside the case. So what you need to do is you actually need to go in like an architect kind of thing around the H60 tubes. So instead of having one top left, you'd have my fourth 120 millimeter fan here, a fifth, a sixth, a seventh, and an eighth. And yes, that is a lot of damn cooling, but if you guys want to see a picture, I'm going to pop a picture up here on the screen. It's a pretty cool picture, and it lights up blue, and it plugs into all these different connectors and whatnot. So I'm really excited to see how it turns out, because the rest of my case is featured in blue as well from, simply the front and whatnot. Back here, I want to just, like I said, stress this. Right up here on the top, here are your two fans that are blowing out. And what happens is you want to have the air come in the front as well and blow out this top back area. Especially these two on the top, these blow out a lot of air. One of these is a stock fan that came with the Inwind Dragon Rider to begin with. It was actually placed here on the back, and the Corsair 860 came with one and two fans as well. You could potentially put this other fan, stick it here on the back of the H60's unit, of the radiator unit, and push air and pull air through. Pulling, you know, it all helps in the end, but I instead put it up here and just had one pulling out because it was working quite well enough to begin with. And this is, I have my Core i5 2600K. I'm pretty sure I'm at 4.4 gigahertz, and we are running idle clocks of like less than 35 degrees Celsius. So we're doing pretty well. Actually, the case will actually tell you we're running at 30 degrees Celsius at the moment on the processor. I still have my same RAM that's in here. Also, at some point, probably when I get close to my birthday in May, I'm going to be upgrading the graphics card in here. Still using my GTX 460 SE. I have my killer network card down here as well, and my Corsair 850 watt power supply. Now, let's talk about the power supply. I think I might need to be upgrading the power supply here in a little bit, especially when I add all these fans in. And I'm looking when NVIDIA comes out with their their 600 series graphics cards that I can go ahead and invest in a 580. We'll see how that turns out and if this processor likes it. If not, we're going to be going to a modular processor. Again, I'll make videos and show all that kind of stuff, changing it out, what all it does in particular. Still rocking 8 gigs of RAM. That's all you need. You don't need this 16 gigs of RAM stuff. That's just overkill at that point. But the main thing about the video today is I'm going to be like a before and after of the case fans that's in here and just overall how it looks. And other than that, that's just about it. And like I mentioned before at the beginning of the video, I also ordered a DVD burner for a new build that I'm currently working on piece by piece. If you're looking to get into a hobby of building computers and making, you know, things like this and other computers for, maybe you want to have like 4 computers in your house for different reasons, an easy way to not make it seem like it's so expensive is to just buy parts when you have them on sale. I was gonna buy all these case fans, another DVD burner. It would have cost me like $100, and then all of a sudden I get this deal that I'm saving almost $35 just out of the blue on coupons from Newegg. So that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of tech knowledge for today on my Ravage 7, as I like to call it. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.